30. Reeves, the quarterback under center, looking to pass. Quick connect on the right side. Ooh, nice maneuver by Gardner. Broken tackle, brought down awkwardly just past the 45 at about the 47 for a gain of 17 through the air. 9:35 to play in the half. Still 6-0 Mount Vernon.
And I think that's what you got to do with Dylan Reeves to build his confidence throwing the football. Give him some high percentage passes. That way he can get some confidence built up and then go from there.
So it's actually spotted at the 46-yard line. 9:30 to play in this second quarter. Rams trying to keep the football moving. Have done an effective job. Tyus split to the left side on the near hash. Split to the right sideline. Doug Gardner. Reeves looking back to pass. Looks to his right side. Gave it away. Going to have to beat the cornerback this time. And Reeves is picked off. Alex Altman with the interception. And so they go tit for tat there with the turnovers at the 9:12 mark of the second quarter. It'll be Mascoutah football.
Ball went in the air. Looked like a dying quail on the way up. Lost its velocity, lost its distance, and definitely easily underthrown. And what you can do worse, we can do worse better on the back-to-back interceptions.
And unfortunately for Dylan, everything about it gave it away to the right side, from the head to the body language to the arm motion. They knew he was going right. That was a great angle taken that time by Altman for the Indians, a 5'10 senior. 1st and 10 for Mascoutah from their own 25-yard line here in a briskly moving first half. Out of the pistol is Parks. Tailback, of course, is going to be Maseki Thompson. That's going to be an inside handoff, trying to go right up the middle between those hashes. Quickly brought down. In on the play, looked like Grider and Heiner, amongst others for the Rams. It'll bring up second down now for the Indians as we drop below the 9-minute mark. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Rams.
That, Mr. Thompson, is a guy, if he was playing somewhere in a smaller school, imagine how big, how many yards he would run with. A lot of smaller schools, 3A, 2A, love to have a guy like that.
I think of a Johnston City or something like that would flourish.
Red Devils trying to, speaking of Johnson City after this snap.
Inadvertent segue, I like it. As Parks quickly given chase, Williamson was able to break through the line on the blitz, tackles him. Not really a sack because he was out of the, no he wasn't. He was still inside the pocket.
Still inside the box. That, as we mentioned, Johnston City there you did. SVWW Red Devils on the road leading 13-6.
10th event may be over. Of course, the King City Chrysler, the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. That was the Tony Wilt scoreboard update. Tony Wilt, find him online at TonyWilt.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 3rd and 15 for the Indians. Ball on their own 20. 8:03 left to play in the second quarter. 6-0 is the Ram lead. Pistol this time for Parks. Fitz is itching to go at about the 30 in the secondary. Parks looks to the left, has a man down the sideline. Will he be underthrown? Yes, he will, as he was looking for number 20, Barry Richardson. It was underthrown by about 2 yards. So to bring up 4th and 15 now for the Indians. Of course, the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios driven by King City Chrysler. 10 event may be over, but the incentive's still going strong. You have to see him to believe him. The Real Truck Month at King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Well, right now, Mascoutah, I see their problem is the deep ball is not going to be there a lot. That's a lot of intricacy, as they say.
Doesn't usually bode well. 4th and 15. It'll be Fitz back to return near midfield and far hash.
This is a big opportunity here. Punting into a breeze, or what was a breeze. And you got to get some field position here.
Norton Burns almost had it blocked. A name synonymous with this area. The Rams are going to wisely let it go. Bounces back around near midfield. Finally at about the 46 where the Rams will have it. It'll be 1st and 10 with 7:38 to play. Here in the first half, Rams hanging on to a 6-0 lead.
And one of the keys from last week's win was that Mascoutah had such a yard disparity difference, winning that kicking game and winning that field position. And now Mount Vernon battling that as we speak.
See what happens. It'll be Tyus split to the right. On the left, it's going to be Alando Watson, one of our followers on Twitter. You should too, at WMIX Sports. Reeves, the quarterback under center. It's going to be an inside handoff. Nope, Reeves going to keep it himself. Broken tackle, gets to the 45. Going to be brought down at the 45, trying to break to the outside. A gain of 2 on the QB keeper on the option. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 45.
I wonder who's faster, Dylan or Clayton?
No
I bet it won't take long to get a response on Twitter on that one.
No, it will not. We love to interact with our followers on Twitter. Of course, when you're looking for screen-printed T-shirts, hoodies, hats, or bags, seek out Winning Edge online at winningedgeusa.com, serving Southern Illinois and, of course, Jefferson County. It'll be Fitz in motion. Inside handoff this time is at Graham Hinkins, still on his feet as he finally dives forward on a Nice little play there for the fullback.
Bad spot.
Dancing with the first down.
I didn't mean to say that.
Sometimes things just
thought we could have got a little bit better spot than that. But we are, Mount Vernon is on the road.
That's a quarter.
As are we. Didn't let me finish.
Just like me. 6:40 to play in the first half. 6-0 ball game.
Orphans are good.
Yeah, they're playing at
two teams at once. Centralia, Missouri leads Palmyra 7-zip, and Centralia's playing Civic. They're that good, folks.
Yes, they are. We do have a timeout on the field. This timeout is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and his staff proud to sponsor the Rams for another season. 2339 Broadway. Support the local community and wish the Rams the very best this season. That's from the Medicine Shop. Chris Hugo with Danny Zawinski alongside WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Looks like the scores continue to roll in.
West over Althoff 7-6 first. That's in the first. Carbondale over Herndon into 1 6-zip. Centralia leads Bethalto 6-zip in the second. Mattoon leads Marion into 1 11-zip. Rochester over SHG 7-zip. Triad Collinsville scoreless after 1. Benton leads Sparta in the second 7-6. Harrisburg over DuQuoin 6-0 second. If you took the over in the Massac-Charleston game, you've got it. Still in the first quarter, 4 to go. Massac leads Charleston 27-7. Frankfort over Pinckneyville 7-6. Murfreesboro over AJ 7-0. And what it looks to be like Benton over Sparta now in an update 14-6. That's down the road south yonder of us.
There you go. Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm. Get to a better state with State Farm. 1st and 10 from the Mascoutah 38. This one's going to be a QB keeper up the right side. Who can blame him along that far hash? Gain of about 2 or 3. Either way, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams as the chains will move here with 6:36 left to go in the first half. Our official voice of the Rams athletics on WMIX is Community First Bank of the Heartland. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
7 first downs for the Rams as they continue to march the football.
Gardner split left. Split to the right as well, and this is going to be up. They didn't see who got it. It was either the quarterback, Reeves.
Quarterback keeper straight up the middle. Follow the center and have a running back come behind you and blast you from behind.
Streaming on WMIXsports.com is powered by Red Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save thousands of dollars on your collegiate education. Over 100 degree and certificate programs from which to choose. Log on to Red Lake College's website at rlc.edu. 6 minutes to play in the first half. 6-0 Rams on top. 2nd and 8 from the Mascoutah 32. Going to be a handoff this time right up the middle. Trying to go off tackle to the right. Looked like Graham. Nope, that was DeMontez Miller-Gray.
Have to keep your legs moving when you get initially hit running backs. Thank you. How about this matchup? Tremont versus Fishers, the battle of the Turks versus the Bunnies. How awesome is that nickname matchup?
Sounds like an Easter matchup. Turkey, Bunnies. Of course, I guess you'd have ham.
Yeah. It's just a cool nickname matchup.
I do like it.
Coolness.
I didn't know Tremont was the Turks.
Tremont Turks.
I like the alliteration. You know how I am with that. 5:44 to play here in the second quarter.
Though.
Tremont Turks. 2 T's. It's not alliteratory.
Don't believe.
Alliteration. As it's going to be a handoff up the far hash on 3rd and 1. Should be enough for a first down.
Plenty enough. Boy, Mount Vernon's dominated up front. Just drop the ball and let him run short football. Another first down for Hinken. Drops his head, buries it, goes.
So it'll be 1st and 10 as the Indians will take another timeout. Presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and his staff support the Mount Vernon Rams for yet another season. Also support the local community at the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. Whew.
Well, the defense right now for Mascoutah, as I've noticed, a lot of games, a lot of plays. Rochester over SHG 14-zip into the first. Power points for Mount Vernon. Fairfield all over Hamilton County early 24-0. That's in the second. But like what Mount Vernon's doing, Mascoutah right now looks quite tired for a first quarter, first half kind of thing. You know what I mean? They just don't look like they have that zip. And you wonder if that quick start by Mount Vernon conditioning maybe cause them to be wore out and do some different things than they're used to doing.
This is kind of a warm night.
Yeah, but this is cold compared to last week.
Rams lost 32-6 to Rochester a week ago. They lead Mascoutah here in week 2 on the road again, 6-0, 5:26 to play in the first half.
St. Clair County is a lot cooler than Sangamon, at least last week to this week. 5:26 to go, and if you could see Mount Vernon punch the ball in here, go up by a couple of scores, that'd be huge, with Mascoutah being more of a run-oriented team.
So it'll be 1st and 10. The quarterback Reeves will be under center for the Rams. 5:26 to play in the quarter. 6-0 lead. Fitz will be in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Graham Hempkin. Oh, fooled everybody on that one, including me, but fooled everybody but the defense of Mascoutah. Up the right side, that'll be a tackle of maybe a no gain if he's fortunate.
There you go. There's your score. You can read on Twitter. That time, that play was slow developing as Reeves that time got to the outside, but no one was there to really work with him a little bit. And unfortunately for Mount Vernon, that play bogged down. 2nd and 10 from the Mascoutah 24s. We roll under 5 to go in the first half.
4:57 to go in the second quarter. 6-0 ball game.
Trying to help you out a little bit.
Yeah. I notice now.
Well, I mean, I'm trying. You just.
My mind's a little bit slower than my mouth.
Wow, 27-13. 40 points in the first quarter between Massac and Charleston.
Unreal. Looking to pass as Reeves, quick and neck up the right side. Gardner makes a nice turn. Going to have to break a couple of tackles. Leans forward. Does he get first down yardage?
Oh,
no, he doesn't. He's just shy. It'll be 3rd and short on about a 9-yard completion to Doug Gardner.
Nope, they're saying there. I'd ask for a measurement if I was Mount Vernon. I can't tell from the angle here just to be a pest, but I would ask. Clayton, there you go. Dylan, he gets a second shot out by mistake. 2 of 3 tonight with 1 interception, 24 yards.
4:10 to play in the first half. Still 6-0 Rams threatening here inside the red zone. Ball on the 14. It's 3rd and 1. That's going to be a handoff. Nice little seam there for Graham Hempkin, the fullback, with the outside handoff. And it's going to be a gain of about 4 as the ball will be on the 10. It'll be 1st and 10 with 4 minutes to play.
There's not a lot that Mascoutah can do right now with Mount Vernon up front. I mean, it's like ragdolls, the way Mount Vernon is moving them around, throwing them out of the way at that offensive line. I know who my player of the game is, and it's a multiple.
Yep. Reeves will be under center. Handoff this time going to go to Mr. Hester. Breaks off to the right side. The big beast that is Drew Hester, the 6'2 sophomore, down to the 1-yard line for a gain of 9.
Yep.
And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, my.
There we go. So let's see what they do on 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Does Reeves keep it himself? Nope. He's going to give it to Mr. Hester, who dives in for the score to make it 12-0 Rams here in the second.
Power football, Mr. Hugo. Power football as Hester goes in on the pile over. Nice to see Mount Vernon on top.
Drew Hester not looking too shabby.
That's not bad.
Of course, with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 12-0 game here. The Rams are going to go for 2 with 3:25 left to go in the first half. Miller Gray among the backs. And it's going to be to DeMontez, and he'll be tackled well before he gets there. And that is going to be a good stop there as the whistle is blown dead as he was trying to break a couple of tackles deep in the backfield. So to remain 12-0, Rams on top here, 3:25 to play. In the second quarter, let's slow down a little bit.
Yeah, both teams can't keep up the pace. But it's nice to see the Rams on top. That's the key. And right now, oops, got to eliminate somebody. Hey, I made it through the first half, and I've not been blacked out of Twitter.
That's half the battle.
That is half the battle. That is for sure.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We have a Facebook page as well. So I'm told. I was on it earlier. Posted that highlight of Braden Fitzgerald's.
Well, Vernon making some playoff points, that's for sure tonight.
They need them. As long as they get to 5 wins.
Don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. That won't be in that conference. 4, 5. 5 points tonight for Mount Vernon right now, at least on the board.
As we wait the ensuing kickoff with 3:25 to play in the first half. Rams scoring a 1-yard run by Drew Hester on the dive. Looks like we have another onside kick, and this time I think Mascoutah was well aware of what was to come, putting some more of the hands toward the front. And they will have it 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line with 3:23 to go in the first half. Rams on top 12-0.
You can only onside kick so many times. Carbondale's got a safety. They're now up 14-zip. Oh, it's funny because at Elena_Christine says that the Reeves brothers were arguing about who was faster earlier this week.
Lena Reeves, of course, a catcher for Lady Rams softball, 4-year starter. Parks out of the pistol with 3:23 to go. Here comes up the right side. Good run by Miseki Thompson up the right. Gets about 7 yards on the carry between the hashes to about the 48, where it'll be 2nd and 3 with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Ryder got a big stop there.
Yeah, if he doesn't catch him, he pounds away some yardage. But as long as you're down up 2 scores and Mascoutah's going to give it to number 8 and let them run, let them come the long way to catch you. Smell food.
I do too, always
wafting
do.
Through.
Split to the right, it'll be Beaker. They'll put 2 on the left side. The quarterback Parks out of the pistol. Thompson is going to get it up the middle. Flag on the play. Quite a bit of traffic there around midfield, and it looks like.
Well, it's going to be a hold. And what it is a lineman from Mascoutah is trying to hook underneath your shirt, kind of like underneath where you put your deodorant on, and grab and pull, and then throw you down. The official caught him that time, and it's going to be what will turn out to be a 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Actually, that's more than that. 3 and 10 makes 13. Once they mark it from where the flag fell. The Achilles heel of Mascoutah this year so far. 10 in the first game, 5 here. 15 penalties through a game and a half.
2:43 to go here in the second quarter. 12-0. Indians trail. Rams have done a great job defensively, as has the Rams' offensive line.
West up 21-6 now over Althoff. Althoff plays Mascoutah next week.
It's not as if Althoff's a slouch.
No.
West made a nice emergence, of course, under Rick Johns, now continuing that under Cameron Bettis.
West is a little bigger than everybody in that game. You know what I mean?
That happens.
Yeah,
Quick pass from the near side to Beaker, completed about the 35. Quick on his feet is Andrew Heiner making the tackle out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So if they're fortunate, that'll be
2 yards,
if that.
You know what else you notice? It's Mount Vernon Rams defense. They are a little giddy, and they will not be afraid to come up and hit and then swarm at the same time. Doing a very good job of getting where they're supposed to be.
.212 to go here in the second quarter. 12-0 Rams. Yes, 12-0 Rams on top. Their first lead of the season. Don't think they've led since the Carbondale game last year.
Had that somewhere.
Did you really?
Yep.
Nice. I had to really think about that for a second.
Well, I was waiting to throw it out, but I thought, it's past its prime.
Well, this dog
lost its shelf life.
This dog had a bone.
Right. You were still hunting behind me as I went. You were getting my riffraff throw off. That's what I do during the week when I have nothing to do.
Pretty soon it'll be time to examine the 0-2 teams that have a chance to make the playoffs.
That'll be tomorrow. Rochester up 20-0 on SHG.
Really?
Yeah, that'll change enrollment. Sorry. I didn't mean
and
to
there's
say that.
some that think that this is one of the better SHG teams.
That's what going in is that a lot of people thought Rochester wouldn't have had a chance against SHG, but that defense for Rochester impressed me enough that I think their defense can keep it going for them until the offense catches up.
Well, it's as if this timeout, of course, on the field is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and his staff proud to support the local community as well as Rams athletics for another year. But the thing I took away last week with Rochester is the fact they may stumble early, and they may stumble early in the drive, but they bend but don't break.
Right. Offensively, you can catch up. If your defense can sustain you, and there's a lot of pressure when you put on that Rochester jersey right now with 3 state titles in a row, that if you can sustain defensively to allow your offense to catch up, you got an opportunity to do some things.
And a big opportunity for the Rams here, 3rd and long for Mascoutah, 2 to play in the half. They're going to empty out the backfield with the exception of the quarterback out of the shotgun, Parks. Doubles on the right, trips on the left, quick completion to Beaker. He's going to have to break through some traffic. Oh, and there's a nice swarm tackle by the Rams. In on that, of course, Brighton Steele. And I thought I also saw Drew Hester, who had the touchdown to make it 12-0.
Your offense is going to get caught up because you can find out real quickly where they're going to run the football and who they're going to throw it to in this case.
Assuming no trickery here from the Indians.
Mount Vernon still with 2 timeouts left. They might be able to put together something coming up.
Just what I was thinking about. They'd have to punt it by 1:12. Unless they were to burn a timeout or something. 4th and 10 for the Indians. The ball spotted on the near hash at their own 40. Rams do send out Doug Gardner to return. Just a few paces beyond that 30-yard line on the near hash, and there's your timeout. So they do just that, burn it as long as they can, call the timeout. With a minute 13 left to go in the first half. 12-0 your score. This timeout's presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. Again, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and his staff, a second-generation owner, of course. Proud to sponsor the Mount Vernon Rams as well as to support the local community. 12-0 here in Mascoutah. Rams on top.
And the way it is, this game, first half could take 45 minutes. Both teams getting after. The game is slowed down a little bit, but you still feel like Mount Vernon's in control. Dominating defensively, cutting down 2 or 3 or 4 favorite plays that Mascoutah likes to run. They can't go to them. So now you're up 2. Mount Vernon and Mascoutah will get the ball to start the half. So if you're Mount Vernon, you either run it down to 12-zip, going halftime, jumping around, or get a good score. But you don't want to turn it over and allow Mascoutah to get a touchdown here and cut it to 1 touchdown before you go into half.
I'm still blown away by that the Leonard Bowl score.
Well, yeah.
Wow. Could send shockwaves. 113, yeah, I know. To play here in the first half.
That's more than a quarter.
What, the miss?
Yeah, that miss quarter, that costs more than a quarter.
Crescendo.
Yes, exactly. Greater than, yeah.
Minute 13 to go. Here comes the punt from Norenburns. It's going to be not much on this one, out of bounds.
It's kind of like in golf. And those are golfers that nice catch by the cheerleader down there.
That's pretty solid.
Mascoutah's always had good cheerleading teams over here.
Yes,
the thing about it is that punt was like when you hit a golf ball and you hit it on the center, but it's up above near the top of your blade and it goes straight up in the air and loses distance. That's what happened there. How's that?
I like it.
Best I can do.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams near midfield. It'll be spotted on the near hash.
What?
At about the 47.
At the 45 on the other side. Come on, guys. There's no way that ball stopped there because that's what the cheerleader caught it. If the cheerleader caught it on the track, Angle would say it had to be at the 45 on the other side.
Bounced off the bench here on the right.
But still has to cost out of bounds somewhere.
It was like an early 90s McDonald's commercial with Bird and Jordan.
There's nobody I know that can hit a fade or a draw that goes.
You can.
Right. So no, I can't hit a 90-degree angle.
Quick pitch to the right for Fitz. Going to be tackled for a loss. He was down whenever he let go of the football, so it wouldn't have been a fumble, but the Rams dive on it wisely, and it's going to be a tackle for loss. It'll be 2nd and long with a minute to play as the Rams will burn a timeout presented by the Medicine Shop.
There's only 9 ways you can hit a golf ball, so.
Really?
9 shots. That's what Johnny Miller says. I'm telling you.
I'll take his word for it.
I'll explain to that on the way home. There are only 9 shots in golf you can hit, Johnny Miller says, and I believe him.
Timeout presented by the Medicine Shop. Dr. Eric Black and staff proud to sponsor the Mount Vernon Rams yet again. 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Show them your support as they support the local community. 12-0 score here. A minute to play in the first half, and that was a loss of 3 for the Rams. It'll bring up 2nd and 13 with the ball on the 44.
See what I'm doing? The 9 shots?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually followed you.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can hit those 9 shots on the range, you got game. Just saying. Right here, the game we got with a minute to go in the first half is, it's 2nd and 13. You don't want to, you don't want to do anything silly. And you don't want to give an opportunity if you have to snap the ball, punt the ball, or whatever. You don't want to have to sit here and have to deal with, something crazy happening or whatever, if you know what I mean. You don't want to take care of the ball.
Just 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Coming out of the timeout, Rams will have the football on their own 44-yard line. 2nd and 13 to go with a 12-0 lead. And I think this is one of those where you saw the 0-9 Rams from last year coming in here, 0-1 on the season. You start to salivate a little bit if you're some of these other teams thinking, well, the Rams lost the first game again. But now, a Mascoutah team that had a pretty easy way to go. You don't want to say an easy way to go to Central. It's kind of going to make you think a little bit.
Right.
Here. As this score gets out at about the half. Handoff to Hinkins, still on his feet as he gets to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be a gain of about 3 to bring up 3rd and 10 as the clock drops below the minute mark with a Ram 12-0 advantage.
Well, you want the clock to keep going. Mascoutah has no timeouts. 3rd and 13, you'll be able to get, hang on here, they haven't started the game right now, you'll be able to get down to the 18-second mark. You'll have to snap with about 21 seconds to go.
As Reeves, the quarterback, under center. A couple of wing backs will be Fitzgerald's and a fullback of Graham Hempkin. 27 seconds to go. Man in motion is going to be Drew Hester. Handoff to Hempkin up the gut. And he'll get just past midfield. A gain of about 4 on the play. Takes it to the opposite 49. With the clock at 15.
Don't snap another play and go in at halftime happy up 12.
I think that's what you have to do here.
Yes, sir.
Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of Rams Athletics on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. And, of course, 5 Jefferson County branches. That's more than anyone else, along with responsive quality service for all of your accounts. That's Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. We've reached halftime here in Mascoutah. The Mount Vernon Rams 12, the Mascoutah Indians nothing. We'll take a break, come back, get you set on your Second Chance Auto halftime show. 12-0 Mount Vernon at the break. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Rinley College Marketplace in Mount Vernon celebrates 12 years on the 12th of September with an open house from 4 to 7 p.m. Register to win a new Kindle Fire HD, free haircuts from Studio RLC, and much more. College staff will be on hand to answer questions about education and training programs available at the Marketplace. And look for specials at stores like RLC Golf Outlet, Shoe Stop, and Studio RLC. Join us from 4 to 7 p.m. Tuesday, September 12th at the Rinley College Marketplace on Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon.
Hi, this is Joe Davey Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One Account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Second Chance Auto halftime show starts now.
Second Chance Auto halftime show. Glad to have you back with us at Mascoutah. 12-0 is your halftime score. A couple of quick strikes by the Rams with onside kicks have yielded a 12-0 advantage. And if you're the Mount Vernon Rams and Coach Jared Shaner headed to the locker room right now, there's 2 people you have to hit on or be very proud of, and that would be your offensive line and your entire defense.
Yeah, and that's the thing you got to be happy with. I mean, these I don't know what you're doing.
I have no idea.
Anyway, yeah. And I think the offensive line, the defense are your players of the game right now because they've dominated this game from start to finish in the first half.
Of course, get the car you want at Second Chance Auto. Second Chance has the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000. No fancy sales or gimmicks, just honest deals and bank rate financing for all. Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon, continued proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams. With Danny Zerwinski, I'm Chris Schuko here for the halftime show. Tyler Barker will join us in just a moment with the Rams report. We'll take a glance at this week's action for the Rams and Lady Rams all across the athletic line. So I look for my format. That's not good. And there it is. Either way, it's 12-0 here on the road at Mascoutah. Rams on top. We'll take a break. When we come back, it'll be a Rams report. We'll check in, see how Lady Rams volleyball did last night. We'll see how Rams golf did this week. Lady Rams golf got a big win. Tennis off to a hot start. Not to mention the running Rams cross-country team. That big win, well, at the Murphy Invite. We'll tell you all about it in our Rams report. It's coming up. 12-0 here, Mount Vernon at the half. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports.
Complete. That's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois with a full sports medicine clinic, state-of-the-art MRI, a spine care team that focuses on pain management, arthroscopy specialists offering total joint replacement and surgery, and complete rehabilitation services. Doctors Chow, Poole, Ahn, Kowalski, Freehill, and Smith stand ready to serve you today with offices in Mount Vernon and Centralia and satellite offices in Benton and Nashville. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com.
More Americans are on the move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, home, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crown View in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
Your home for the Mount Vernon Rams is WMIX Sports, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to the Second Chance Auto halftime show. I'm Tyler Barker with your Rams report. Taking a look at this week's Rams and Lady Rams athletics. The running Rams picked up a big cross-country win at the Murfreesboro Invite. David Moddert won the individual race. The Lady Rams finished 12th. Both teams run tomorrow at the Granite City Invitational. Lady Rams tennis is off to a hot 4-0 start, winning the Marion doubles tourney Saturday and sweeping duels with Benton and Marion by a combined 16-0. Rams soccer went 2-1 in the Metro Cup, but lost to Carbondale Tuesday by a 3-1 score. Rams soccer hosts T-Town tomorrow at 11. Lady Rams golf beat Trico yesterday, 189-226. Rams golf lost the Tuesday dual match to Mascoutah, 164-184. Mount Vernon's Nick Meyer was the match medalist, shooting a 36. The Rams had a match yesterday at Salem, falling to the Wildcats 181-161. They will tee off with Althoff on Tuesday. Lady Rams volleyball beat West Frankfort 22-25, 25-18, 25-17 last night. They travel to the Carbondale Preview tomorrow. Freshman football fell to Rochester last week 22-14.